This is Mark Bell from supertraining.tv, Super Training Gym, the strongest gym in the West, answering more questions today for the Power Project. Got a question today that came in from Brandon Brenner, the big bencher, the guy who I think has successfully benched around 630 in a competition, 633. I might be jipping him a couple pounds, but hopefully that's about the gist of it. Brandon has a question about carb night, and he wants to know about how much fat, he wants to know how you maintain your energy. He's on day number 5, and he's already exhausted, and he's following the information from the book from John Kiefer. John Kiefer writes for Power Magazine, so you're going to want to look at issues of Power Magazine. You can go to thepowermagazine.com and get the digital subscription, and you can start reading some of the stuff today. But he recently wrote an article, it's not out just yet, but he recently wrote an article, Eat Fat to Burn Fat. And in that article, he says that it's his belief that he thinks on carb night that you need to be in the 70% range with your fat content. So 70% fat, 30% protein. That can be pretty disgusting at times, but I think he's on the right track. I think that's about right. 70% of your calories should come from fat, 30% should come from protein. Now that sounds astronomical, and that sounds absolutely gross, shoveling those amounts of fat in, but there's a reason for it, and one of the reasons is it's going to help you maintain your energy levels, and eating the fat is going to help preserve the muscle. The ketones will help to be utilized as energy as your body shifts into ketosis. Now, I'm not an expert on all this, so a lot of you guys out there who are more smarterists than me can probably call me out on it and can probably refute some of the information I'm regurgitating. But that's really all it is regurgitated information from John Kiefer and from my homie Jesse Burdick, who's been helping me all the way through this. And that would be another recommendation that I would suggest to you, is to contact Jesse Burdick on Facebook, hit him up with a message and see if he'll consult you, because he has been a huge help to me in my pursuit of dropping some body fat and jumping off of Team Fat Kid. Anyway, the main thing you're going to want to do to keep those energy levels high is to consume more fat. You're going to want to consume more fat through fish oils. You're just eating more fish. You don't have to just chow down fish oil all day, because that can be disgusting. You can get salmon, shit like that. Any cold water fish is going to have more fat. You're also going to want to look into coconut oil. I actually take a scoop of coconut oil here and there throughout the day. The MCTs get to be utilized as energy a little bit easier than just regular fat, just regular saturated fat. I also, first thing I do in the morning is I scoop down some MCT oil. I scoop down some coconut oil first thing in the morning, and I try to teach my body, okay, this is what we're going to run off of for the day. And I think that has helped. I mean, I don't even really know, but that's just been a recommendation by Jesse Burdick. First thing I do in the morning is I do that. About 2 hours later, I'll eat my first meal. And seems to be working, seems to be a successful plan so far. You can throw your coconut oil into your coffee in the morning. It does not go into cold coffee. It will only melt into hot coffee. Otherwise, it will just sit there as a fat little white blob of saturated fat, and that'll be kind of gross. So keep those fat levels higher. Also, make sure you're eating. Some people think when they're on a diet that they can stop eating and they can eat a lot less and get away with it. Normally, you can't, especially if you're burning up lots of energy in training. Also, the heat is going to be a factor. The humidity and the heat is going to make you really feel like shit. It's going to zap your energy. So make sure you're hydrated and keep that water intake high. Find a product like Emergency. There's a lot of different stuff out there nowadays. You can go to your local grocery store, or you can go to a local pharmacy and find different products. I think Camelback is another one. There's a lot of different things. You can go to a bicycle shop and you can find a bunch of different shit made by a bunch of different companies, but basically it's electrolytes, it's Gatorade without the carbohydrates. Emergency, the one I take, only has about 1 carbohydrate. And also I want to point out this Sex Boutique in the background here. I'm in Davis, which is pretty conservative, so that's actually pretty funny that that's sitting there right next to a Pete's Coffee. Kind of cool. Anyway, maybe I'll go in there and buy some fancy high heels. And hopefully that helps you, Brandon Branner. Keep losing weight, buddy. Keep staying strong and keep that bench going. And that is it from supertraining.tv. Later.